What's up, everybody? It's your man right here, the one and only, that beautiful Rhode Island Red Rooster, one of the original road warlords, and as always, bringing you the knowledge and dropping the science in this industry of what we call trucking, okay? Doing this particular video because of a video I seen, because of a news article that I seen dealing with the United States Postal Service, and also with something I seen on Fox News not too long ago. And again, the United States Postal Service has gotten a grant to where they're going to redo their transportation as far as their Jeeps, their Jeeps and stuff, and also they are invested in autonomous vehicles. And what they want to do was to get self-driving. They want to get self-driving trucks between Dallas, Texas. They want the self-driving trucks between Dallas, Texas, and Phoenix, Arizona. All right, and so they're saying with that, it's going to cut their transportation division down by 10%. It's going to cut it down by 10%, and by the year 2030, they're saying it's going to cut it down by 25% by the year 2030. So, what I find interesting about that is that, the Postal Service is in real trouble because, with Amazon being the one-stop shop now, they're being the one-stop shop now. I mean, I can easily see them switching over. If Amazon does, if they decide they want to get the certified letters and serving, then I can't really see what will be the use of the Postal Service, because we are in the age of digital distribution. I don't get mail for nothing. None of my bills and everything comes online. My stubs, all of this stuff is sent through email. Digital distribution, that's where it is. I mean, I know it's kind of a sidetrack or whatever, but like with the new, you got the new game on the generation. They're going to Generation 5 game consoles where they are going to be totally digital distribution. That's the only way you're going to be able to purchase games. So that means a lot of brick and mortar stores and stuff are going to be closed. A lot of your GameStops. You see in Walmart where they kind of changed up the electronic section and stuff now. It's getting smaller and smaller where they're pretty much going to be selling things like, still selling electronics and stuff, but like DVD, Blu-rays, video games, and stuff like that. You just see where it's, the section is becoming more and more smaller because of the next generation consoles that are coming out is digital distribution. So with the post office, again, I don't receive letters. I tell anybody, a lot of the places and stuff, that I do business, they give me a 10% discount. Like, they give me a 10% discount on anything as long as I do digital distribution and stuff, or digital receipts, 10% discount. So I'm like, hey, anything that can save money. My phone bill, I saved on my phone bill is $10 cheaper. Let's see, my insurance, my insurance and stuff, that's another $10 there. They're saying, as opposed to, to sending out a statement every month, I just tell them, hey, listen, hey, just send to my email and stuff. I go ahead and take care of it, because I do direct deposit anyway, which is another thing, it's just the old-fashioned way of doing things and stuff. It's obsolete and it's costing too much money. And so, what I find funny with the Postal Service is that I think that what they need to stick with is like what Amazon is doing right now. Anything to cut costs without having to bring in anything new, because you never know and stuff, unless the federal government is talking about stepping back in, which they privatized it and stuff for a reason, because they knew that they knew sooner or later stuff, man, it was going to be obsolete, and so it became privatized. But I don't see them getting back in it and doing anything with it and stuff there. So it's a patient with stage 4 cancer. And so now you want to get into something, which is self-driving trucks, when you got to worry about the fact if letters and stuff are either going to be printed, things like that. Because again, digital distribution is the future. That's the thing and stuff. I mean, you got a lot of junk mail and stuff like that. AOC with the Green Deal that's going to be going into effect. It's not going to effect, but they definitely are pushing it. The push towards less carbon footprint, so to speak. They're pushing this more and more and stuff, and so digital distribution is just the way. It's just the future. It's cutting down on the use of paper, recycling, so on and so forth and stuff. So again, it's just it's total digital distribution, and like I said, you got Amazon, the one-stop shop, and if they can get in there and stuff where they can handle letters and stuff like that, then I mean it's over with for them. It's totally and completely over with and stuff. So I mean, my thing is with Postal Service and stuff is that, man, listen, leave it to the contractors, let them go for the bids and stuff like that, and then just let it go for what it is. Because I mean, it's still kind of touch and go and stuff, with the self-driving vehicles. Also, they are pushing towards a more stricter consequence for those who choose to sabotage self-driving equipment. Because if you've seen in the recent events on TV where they were showing people that will find people that have self-driving vehicles, autonomous vehicles like your Teslas and stuff like that, and then they'll get in front of the car and then just keep jamming on the brakes, and then wind up having a rear accident. And so they're pushing for more tougher legislation, tougher consequences for those people and stuff that choose to sabotage self-driving equipment. So they have a contingency plan in order to combat those sort of things there and stuff. I mean, it's not showing any signs of slowing down. It's not showing any signs of stuff is slowing down. So it's coming. It's coming faster than we think. I thought maybe we have another, with autonomous vehicles and stuff like that. I mean, they're being used now. They're being used now and stuff, more particularly in the West. We seen the live article, where we seen it where they put a self-driving truck on in Florida. They put it on the turnpike and stuff like that. But again, people aren't very impressed with it because they shut down the highway. They shut down the highway and stuff. They say, oh well, the truck did, it outperformed and stuff and did what it was supposed to do and stuff. Despite the fact that it didn't go for 30 miles an hour, they shut down all the traffic and stuff like that. But the thing is that they're testing these things every day. They're testing them every day and stuff. A few companies out here are running the trucks and stuff. They got their own authority. They're running freight. They're using the modules and stuff like that. Some are saying that they're going to have their autonomous vehicles up by 100% autonomy. Of stage 5 autonomy by next year. By next year and stuff. And so it's a great push for that, and it's a great push for it and stuff. And so we just don't know who's going to be jumping in and stuff. But I mean, as for what we see now, the United States Postal Service is the one that they're the ones and stuff that's saying, yeah, we want it, and they're trying to get the lane established between Dallas, Texas, and Phoenix, Arizona. So they're here. They're here now and stuff. And I don't know as far as like how. I mean, we know how ultimately it's going to affect the workforce, but right now, I don't know what things and stuff are in place, because again, they still need someone in the truck. They still need someone in the truck and stuff to operate it, but that the duties of the driver and stuff, it still hasn't been understood, exactly what the functions are going to be and stuff. Is the truck going to just drive itself, and then in case something happens, then the driver can take over, or what it's going to be and stuff. But anyway, that's what it is. So we'll just keep an eye on that, see how things and stuff go with that. And I'll go ahead and end on that note. So this is your man here, the one, the only, that beautiful Rhode Island Red Rooster. Telling you as always, continue your research, fact finding studies. Honestly, your skills every day. Until next time we talk, next time we meet, be safe.